Celebrating the holiday gift-giving season by slashing prices on merchandise, big and small. But despite inflation and supply chain issues, some people are still interested in buying some big-ticket items, and maybe those sales aren't quite as good in some cases as they used to be. But let's talk big-ticket item now. Ernie Burns joins us from Burns Financial. Ernie, what about it? Good morning. Is it a good time to start thinking about a major purchase?
Well, it depends. Inflation is going to continue, so therefore you'll see some items go down after the holidays. Retail and fuel prices will drop, but I believe automobile and retail will continue to rise.
Yeah, I think the automobile part of this is really fascinating because on the one hand, you may not be able to find the car you want with the shortage of chips that we've heard so much about, but that trade-in will be worth so much more, at least at the moment, and has been.
Yeah, I believe it's going to continue. I don't believe automobile and any car manufacturers would drop in price anytime soon. You think about inflation in itself. The small companies that are building the small ticket items like the airbag or the tires, all small companies are being affected with inflation. We all see it now, all the way up to the car manufacturers. So it might be a good time to buy those automobiles now, and not wait until later next year, because it's going to continue to rise.
Is it, Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, yesterday told Congress transitory is probably not the term to use. They probably ought to, in his opinion, throw that out. The idea that inflation is temporary. Maybe it is in some sectors, but is it really a case-by-case basis where, depending upon what you're going to buy, you may want to consider what prices will be in the future?
Exactly. Like, we'll see fuel prices drop over the next 6 months. Okay, we'll see the fuel prices drop possibly a little bit, especially after the holidays. But we will continue to see food prices increase. Therefore, it's transitory in some areas, but not in all. You don't see food prices at the grocery stores ever drop, really. You don't see automobiles ever drop in value. So a lot of this is not transitory. It's going to continue on.
And then finally, we've been hearing for months about the holiday and how it might be affected by the backups at the ports, some of the supply issues. Is this starting to shake out?
It is now. The crews are working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And I know what some of you are thinking, what took so long, and I agree with you. It shouldn't have taken that long, but the ports are catching up now. And along with independent truck drivers, they've hired independent truck drivers, and they are getting that commerce out to the companies and the small businesses out there. That is actually getting better. You're actually starting to see that the supply chain actually starting to fill up again. And also, the unemployment rate dropped last month to 3.9%, which is the lowest it's been in over 2 years. So therefore, people are going back to work. So it is improving.
All right, Ernie Burns with some thoughts on whether it's a good idea to maybe look at that big purchase, which is that's not always the message we give here. But thanks so much, Ernie.
All right, y'all take care.